Yo, what's up guys? Team POWERTEC back here at the 30th anniversary of the IHRSA, happening live in San Francisco. Natalie, you got a few more questions on the POWERTEC Facebook page that I asked all of you to post earlier, so give me the last few then.
Okay, so thanks for those who posted the questions. Joshi asks, Rob, when in a muscle gain phase, how much body fat should you allow to put before you need to start shredding the fat off? Before it gets to the point of being unhealthy, say for example 60% flabby. Obviously he's talking in numbers for men, not women. And thank you very much for your answer.
Again, a great question that I think a lot of people tend to ask, and they don't always ask it in the right way, because they think in order to put on lean muscle or to get bigger, they need more food. And by doing that, they accumulate a lot of body fat, and then they get bigger, and then they start to change their mindset. They want to look more lean and ripped and shredded, so they want to get all that body fat off, and they just kind of go up and down, and cycle like that. And I can tell you from experience that that's not necessarily the way to do it. The way to do it is to keep your calorie base consistent and only add 300 to 500 calories extra a day. So earlier I said maintenance might be anywhere from 13 to 15 calories per pound of body mass. So you want to work that out and then add about 500 calories onto that. And that's going to be your maximum muscle gaining of calorie intake. And again, with that, if you're looking at lean muscle mass, I said earlier that the macronutrient ratio is somewhere between 35, 50 and 15 protein, carbs, and fat. So that's your calorie intake right there. And if you're going on percentages, really you don't want to be getting up much above 12% for body fat. If you're at 16, that's okay, but if you start to see those numbers going up, maybe you're measuring them on scales, or you've got some calipers and you're seeing that each week you're putting on a little bit more body fat, it shouldn't be the case. At best, you can put on 3 to 4 pounds of lean muscle. You're going to be putting on a pound of body fat. So it's a ratio of about, at best, 3 to 1. So bear that in mind. If your weight is going up, if a third of that weight happens to be body fat, then you're just on that limit where you need to tone it down a bit more. So maybe add a session to a cardio in a week. So I hope that helps, Josh.
Absolutely. Next question, Raymond asks, is it best to cycle strength and bodybuilding workouts separately over the year, or to mix it together at the same time?
Hang on, what is bodybuilding? Is that like strength?
Yeah, bodybuilding versus cycle strength workouts.
The basic question is cycling your workouts and switching up the style of training maybe every 6 to 8 weeks, but my kind of 2 cents on that would be if you're seeing progressively good gains, i.e. if you're able to increase the resistance by about 5% every other workout, then to me your body is still having to adapt to that routine, so stick with it. If after a couple of weeks you're unable to A, take the weight up, or recover quite as quickly, or you just feel as though you're fatigued longer after that workout, then your body has most likely adapted to that style of training and it's time to switch it up. So go on actually feeling in how your body responds to your training. And yeah, I would say go from a heavy workout, kind of the strongman strength training, and then you want to cycle it down to more of a kind of a leaner phase where you might be working on higher volume with shorter recovery periods. And you know, keep one thing the same at least. So keep your nutrition the same and change one aspect of your training and see how much of a response you get to that. So if you change too many things, ears start to go up, red flags start to appear everywhere, and your body goes into what's called a state of alert. And it basically locks down on all change, especially if that is fat burn that you're going to do. So basically change one thing at a time and only change it when you're noticing things start to slow down. You're not seeing as much response.
So the important thing to take away from that too is also keep track of your workouts, keep track of your progress.
Log it down, make a note.
Very good.
Alright, well that just about wraps up the end of Team POWERTEC here at the 30th anniversary of IHRSA happening in San Francisco. We're going to be around the rest of the world, so make sure you keep tabs on both of our personal Facebook and Twitter pages, as well as POWERTEC Facebook and Twitter, and check out POWERTECfitness.com for all the latest news.
Keep posting more questions, look forward to them.
Alright.